Right, I'm live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another live stream from Peter Ray's Adventures. Let me know about the sound quality. Welcome, everyone. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a regular, welcome back. My name is Peter, as a part-time eBay reseller around Legend, and I thought a topic that was sort of fairly hot was the promotions on eBay. Are they not all it's cracked up to be? So promote items on eBay, and do you feel that you're getting any progress out of it, or is it just a waste of money? Pretty much. Let's have a look in the chat, see who we got. So we've got Anton Daly. It popped in. Oh, my phone's going off. We've got Lee, Fix for Reselling. We've got Bills of Moon, Richard Payne. Oh, they do. We have got Ali Evans popped in. Welcome, Monk Drifter, Pete. Chris Tyler's popped in. Who else have we got down the list? Jimmy Riddle, thanks for popping in, Jimmy. Appreciate that. I watched your live yesterday. Jimmy's live on a Tuesday, 7 p.m. UK time. Check his channel out. Have a look down the list. We've got Damien's popped in. Welcome, Damien. Derek's popped in. Hope all is well with your barn, Derek. Let me just double check the sound. Turn that down just very slightly. There we go. Perfect. Right. So I was thinking like the other day about promotions on eBay. Are they initially worth the trouble? Because as we know, each category has a percentage where, like, basically they put on the whatever percentage it may be for whatever category and sort of an average percentage. Because when you promote, it comes up with, say, for example, video games or whatever in that category, it comes up with a percentage that you can promote at and like an average percentage. And I've never really as such. Well, I've always promoted, but I've never really promoted that high because I couldn't be bothered to spend the money with eBay. I take enough of the bloody money as a moan at you, and this, that, and the other. So I've always done a small amount. I just did see we got Swap Picker in for popping Glenn. Hope it was well over in America. Pete WW has popped in. I've drew on my drink. And I always like promoted like from a certain point when I've started 1%. I used to do over the board like 1 or 2%, and then I thought myself, I'm gonna go. This was back like 2018, something like that. I'm gonna go and do a weird promotion, like anything from £7 up to £19.99 used to go 2%. Anything over £20 used to go like, I think it was like 3 or 4% when I first started. And then I said to myself, right, I'm going to keep the 2% and go up to 4% over £20. And it working averagely well. It sort of goes up more when you list more stuff and you promote, and you end listings and sell similar and that sort of thing. And then I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to do that. And eBay brought in, you have to like 3% or whatever it is. And that I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And anyway, 3% now it was. And I was like, right, okay, whatever. And then I decided to do like was it 5% on eBay? I've been doing that for quite a while, over £20 and all that. And then about 2 or 3 days ago, I was having a word with some people, some legends in various chats, and how they promote their items on eBay. And I said to myself that I would do different promotions just to see how it goes for like a week or so. Because I did my promotions for just over a week and that, and I was like, okay, let's have a think about this, and just have a look where I'm going down here. Just quickly double check, and I decided to hit on a percentage, 5% under 19.99. I do from £7 to 19.99 because anything under £7, there's no point promoting it. It should be on my store, but it is because I've learned not to pick up shit. You know what I mean? All these like crappy games or stuff like, I don't know, some really small thing, or even some big stuff. Board games and that don't do very well, and it's all crap. Anyhow, so I've done 5%, and then for over £20 on 8.5%. So at the moment, I started on 14th February, so that was yesterday, and I have 72 listings on the over £20 for 8.5% on the promotions on eBay for a campaign. I have 19 clicks, 20,005 impressions. Don't know how that good is. No sales as of yet on that particular one. And 5% under 19.99, which has 485 listings, 47,483 impressions, and 33 clicks. So I don't really know how it will work if I turn it off. I'm assuming the first 24 hours, 48 hours would be poor, but it's not always a fact the more you list. It is in a way, but then you got to think about like more sort of like how your items are, if they're priced right, and people will buy them. You've got the keywords in, and that. Oh, I got another feedback. I sold some tech deck fingerboards, and the guy messaged me to say they got there, and easy to work with, great seller. Boom, sold those the other day. Let's have a look in the chat about promotions. But before I forget, talking about promotions, I've got one running on my store. I can't show it up on there. Basically, top part on which is pinned by me. 20% off coupon on my board games, because I noticed a lot of my board games are not shifting. I got Monopolies, Scrabble, Cluedos, Risks. What else have I got there? Sherlock Holmes games, the party game, Careers, Hedgehog Revenge, Cluedo, Jumanji, all sorts. Coronation. If you want a Coronation Street board game, I've got that for you. I picked it up a couple of years back, when I was doing the first GoPro footage from the charity shops down in Worcester Park, down in Banstead High Street. Not a bad place. Quite a nice area. Anyhow, the only thing I picked up, and I thought it'd be worth something, and it was crap. Bleeding a big box like that. You know what I mean? Anyhow, so I've got that coupon running for just over a week. Expires on 21st of February. So that will be next Tuesday. Let's have a look down the list. Hi. I've turned promotions off for a week as an experiment, as expected. After 24 hours, sales are shit. Yeah, it would be expected after 24 hours. It might take 3 days for them to perk back up with the impression rate or even the click, if you know what I mean, because you can see that by your performance impressions when you go down your marketing through your dashboard and stuff and all that when you do new campaigns and that, how it is. And yeah, hopefully they get better because my sales are dead. Hey, all right, Rob, hope all is well, mate. Over there, where you are in America. Hi, John, thanks for popping in. I've left promotions off for a day before and then panic because it's so quiet. I think as soon as you leave promotions off, it goes quiet for 2 or 3 days because eBay like you to promote as much as you can via whatever it may be as such. Not that they're money grabbing as such. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, I think it sort of depends what Derek says there. I put back 2% after increasing it after Chris's last round's cooking Hayden's. Not convinced it's bringing in any extra sales other than much higher fees. Um, understand where you're coming from. Depending on what particular categories you're selling, what items you've got, you always have to look at the um like first thing, how much your item's selling for, because you can see that when you list it, when you go down, when you draft the listing up, you can go down and check when on the price bit, come up with a average for around different listings for the same one, different prices for the same listing, and also with the promotions as well. But most of mine do go promoted once I promote, go up to all orders. So have a look through the last 10 items. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've had out of 10, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've had half. Considering some came in, a couple came in yesterday when I forgot to promote. I think it takes quite a while though for the promotion to actually have any bearing effect anyway. I think on the any of your listings, but I don't know if it actually worth. Only doing that figure up for a week, and I'll probably drop it dramatically back down to a percentage I was doing before. Because I used to, back in the good old days, a few years ago, 2 or 3, 4 years ago, well, 3 years ago, but I was doing all right with promoted, because I promoted at 2% for certain items, and then over £20, I was doing 3 or it might be 4%, and working well, and gain a lot of sales that way. But as eBay have added some more bits and pieces regarding like the interface, the user face, like for example the when you are putting new listings up, when you type in new listings for a draft listing, and every so often they update it. I think they've done that recently, but updating that particular page where you're trying to create a listing. And then you've got like other areas where they update particular things behind the scene. And you're like, oh, when was that updated? For example, like, but it's all like most annoying thing though is when they change categories. They change the categories in on eBay. So your items in one category, but then again, it's not relevant. But half time you don't know because you'll go down each listing and see what category it's in. Some of you got like 1,000 listings. I've got 500 and whatever it is, 590 odd. It takes so long to go down, even though I got to go down anyway and sort what I've got listing wise and SKU codes and that and SKU and just check it out and see see if it's listed. If not, put it back on, and then just try and reduce prices by a lot. But I did one lot. I've got another load to do at some point, but that's for another time. Yeah, it needs a few days to get into a new rhythm. Well, yeah, of course, the dip's always expected 24, 48 hours, but see how it goes. See for a week and have a look like when you do your one of your videos, Damien, just have a look um like well, when you do your video, go into your eBay and have a look at your click-through rates and your impressions and stuff. Oh, well, mainly your impressions because you haven't done any promotions. On if because you can see that other than when you do a promotion and that's it elsewhere, but it's difficult to know how it goes. But I think keywords as well and pricing it right and photos do wonders and stuff. Let's have a look down there. I'm not sure with Mel if she's done that. I did see a video of her latest video where she said she's gonna take her eBay off for 2 weeks because she's moving premises, of course, with what's happened. I'm thinking, hang on a minute, she brought all those books. I think she stored that in someone else's place nearby. So she's turning her store off, so she'll see a dip as well. She may well have done, Chris. You don't promote anything over 100. That's understandable. Yeah, it's like you need to have a look into that process of how your listing is doing. It takes a mick having like £6 listings and thinking, oh, they're not selling whatever way, and then you've got £100 listings are not selling, but you've got to try and see how a listing is, whether it's titles, prices, whatever, and see how far you're up on the search results. Because a lot of the people who search are lazy; they don't want to go too far down, so they cannot be bothered. A lot of them will pay the postage, just cannot be asked, really. Hi Ian, thanks for popping in. Indeed, it does. Yep, guy said he was going to message back and put a nice feedback, so that was good. 2.1%. Yeah, because your stuff's more generalized, isn't it, Monkey Thrifter? What you pick up. You're not promoted this year. That's fair enough. But I see, like, you obviously you do a lot of good sales throughout, but a lot of people don't need to. What's the word? Like promote as such. Is it trying to find that balance? Any of you guys cross post to other selling platforms? I don't, but a lot of people do through uh, through a company called Zip Sale, and they pay. I think they pay for that, and then they cross list other platforms. But no, I don't. Realistically, should do, but I don't. Hi, Thrifty Jaw was popping in. Troopers. Always done a minimum percentage, but using promoted less and less these days. Yeah, I understand how it does work, but if you've got like a store, an item that you know that are gonna sell, like if you've got multiple quantity items, listings with the items and that, then they do well, trickle through. But it's always difficult. Um, do you ever leave the island and go sourcing somewhere on the mainland? Well, if you're thinking about like if I go on like across the river up to Ireland or to France and that. Personally, no, I don't. It's all about moolah money, cost and that. But no, I don't. I try and source when and where I can further afield these days. Um, but no, I don't go elsewhere. But there's a lot of it. Personally, a lot of people will say differently, but I personally think you don't need to go like miles, miles, and miles. There's still stuff elsewhere. But no, I don't travel to further. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I saw it's 0-0, but I'll catch up later. Antoinette says, do you factor in the cost of promotion when setting a price on an item, or do you just absorb the cost yourself? Normally, I will just absorb the cost, even though that's gone up slightly for the item, because like when I do postage costs, I always factor in the postage costs, but the promotion just gets absorbed in as such if stuff sells. But everything else has increased. It depends on what you're selling. With my lot, it'll probably decrease and just sit there for a long time. Hi, Dynamic's popping in. Yeah, I was only doing like 1 week experiment higher, but I think personally, I'm dropping it right down again. I can't see it doing very well. Now, vintage is men's, women's, and all sorts of stuff. Hi, Nostalgia Picker, thanks for popping in. Fellow reseller, appreciate that. Todd from across the pond. Hi, Pat's popping in. Thanks for popping in, Pat. Appreciate that. Just talking about promoted listings. For people who's elsewhere in the world, do you promote on eBay or do you just leave it and still get good sales? So I'm working out roughly the best way of thinking about promotions, because I've done for this week a higher percentage but don't see much resolve, and then I'll probably drop it down, and then a few weeks later I'll probably just stop it for a week and then see how that goes. But very can be annoying as such. Right. If you've got any questions, pop them inside chat and I'll answer them as soon as I can. We've got 25 watching. Oh, and I forgot. Look at me rushing about. I forgot to pop this on. There, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, got a Ko-Fi page, buy me coffee, and an eBay store. So plenty of items on there for you legends to pick up for a good price. Let's have a look. But it always makes me think, like, for a long time, as in like only selling or only picking up items that I can literally sell for over a certain price, more like between like £10 and £15 above, because there's no point in picking up individual items. Like for example, if you're picking up individual gains and stuff, like all these pretty much, and you're thinking, oh, we're only going to be worth £6 or whatever, and you've looked it up and it's like, oh, okay. And it's like, okay, but you guarantee when you buy a bundle of games or a bundle of Nerf guns or whatever it may be, board games, books, toys, you're always going to find certain only certain few items that are really low value. You always kind of know one or two items that you recognize that are worth 20, 30, 40 pounds a pop, but you then got to like get back to the nitty gritty, boring, low value. That's what I'm trying to get away from as such. It's going to happen that I pick up some stuff that's not worth much, but is what it is. So I don't tend to list low value as such. But I'm trying to increase that in a way. And that got me thinking, like over a month ago, or more than that, just after Christmas, I think. Yeah, it was a couple of months ago after Christmas, when I was thinking about how promoted, when people are talking about it, it's going to affect, like when you pick up items and you get a bundle of items and you're thinking your lowest is worth £6, the highest worth 30. You're thinking, do I actually bother listing that £6 item, or do I sell it on Facebook Marketplace, Vinted, and I'll just send it down charity shop? Because a few items I've had, I've just gone, nope, too low in value. I'm going to just stick to a charity shop. No point, because you only get after fees and promotions and all the rest of that. You're going to get nothing out of it realistically. But if it's a big bundle and you've made your money, then I can understand it. Hi Mandy, thanks for popping in. Stop promoting and I'd guarantee sales with a slowdown to a crawl. Yes. You always got to try and promote at a certain level. Yeah, I was doing a certain level, up to it slightly and up to a bit more, but next week is going to go right back down again. It takes ages for it to get to work out anyway with the sales. Todd there, Nostalgia Picker, says, I try different rates to find when it works. Sometimes I'm a bit over trending, sometimes a bit under, sometimes I'm 2%. Yeah, I always look at the trending rates and it's like, whoa, because always up in the trending rates on eBay, especially over here in UK. It's just disgusting. Thinking, oh, in the newsletter you're reading, you're like, hang a minute, why has this category gone up 10% or 3% or whatever? I was thinking, great, but it's always that balance and that. But I just whack on the promotions anyway. But it is what it is. Let's go down the list. Oh, let's think what I've got to talk about. Oh, that's right. I'll talk about that in a minute. I have a lot of multiple quantity listings, says Richard. Multiples is about getting traction on the listing at the start, perhaps by promoting, but not always. As long as it's decent, it will sell itself. Yeah, with big multiple quantities, yes, 100%. Like when I've sold the Shaun the Sheep, I had a load of Shaun the Sheep badges and stuff. Let's have a look so I can find them on here. Brought at a jumble trail, which is a bit like garage sale, a few years ago now, 2021. Should be under collectibles. Let's have a look so I can find them. And then there's another one. Nope. Okay, it's not under that. Oh, yes, there we go. I had some key rings, but they sold out. Let's go down to there and there. Go down to there. I'm just trying to have a look. Oh, I got an offer. Hello, offers. What we got on the? Oh, let's go 26. Want to get that? A DS game. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Brought that. Oh, quite a while ago now. Somewhere, probably Carboot. Might be last year. Listings, inventory, active listings. See if I can find how many I've got of those. Have a look. Available quantity. Oh yeah, that's why I want to go higher up. Oh, that's my. There we go. Where am I going? Settings, present, share screen. There we go. Share tab. Oh, you can do it in this way. You can see the tab. These here, you can only share one tab at a time, I think. So you got this one here. We've got these that are jumbled trail from a couple of old, what I call deer, a couple of old people, and must be selling for like a son or whether or cousin or. And these are multiple quantities, and they're a decent amount, and they sell every so often. And this one I've got. Let's have a look. 100, and now I've got 24 left of these stickers. Now I've got. Let's have a look. See if we can see. No, you have to end that sec. Stop sharing. Oh, they've changed it. You can only share one screen. Share. Oh, Chrome tab. Entire screen. Yeah, I can share one. With these here. Oh, no. Wrong ones, excuse me. Getting the wrong ones up. With these ones here, multiple quantity listing. There we go. Go glow in the dark stickers. And I got 124 left. Pretty simple. And they're selling for like 5 or pretty much. People buy one at a time. I've sold quite a few. I had about over like nearly 200 of them. And pretty simple. And they're simple to post. That's what I like. And trick a few occasionally. And they don't get. They actually do get promoted. Yeah, not a lot, but I didn't start promoting them anyway, and then I thought, why not? But and they still do quite well. It's about getting those quantity listings in it anyway. Then yeah, let me get those up. 2 seconds. Start date. There we go. That's what all I wanted. No, I got the other side, and then I had the Magners bar mats, basically some bar mats. I sold the last one. Had quite a few via when I went down to Carboot back in 2021, and they've been going quite nicely. The last one sold to United States of America. Wait, which one? There we go. It was California. That's right, because I had 3 GSP sales: America, Australia, and France. All in some random line, like one after the other. San Mateo in California. That's right. And that was near, in between, thinking San Jose. That's right. It was near San Jose and San Francisco. I was like, I was interested where these items go abroad. And I sold the Professor Layton book game, cheap game, £6 on that, to Canberra in Australia, and then if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the PG Tips, the Dimensions Escapade ones where you got like the Brook Bond T card, you get some T cards, 1990. That sold to France nearer the I think it's Austria border. It's like, oh, okay, interesting, but I was happy with that. But those didn't go promoted anyway because I forgot to put my expressions back on and whatever else. But it's difficult with that promotion sort of thing. Anyway, let me go down the list. 30.9%. Wow, you must be saying some stuff people want. Mine's just random stuff. Board games, toys, books. Yeah, but also Haggis Lover, you must be listing a lot though per week. My listings are very low, and they always have been for a while. But it's trying to get a balance of listing as well. Yeah, that's what we want to know. Yeah, did think, but I did see a drop off when private listings was turned off for a week. Kind of cool period. Yes, I think it will be. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I try and do as much as I can. Um, so Manny says she's in a very saturated market. I need 15 sales per day, so I find it really must pay to play. Pay to play. Everyone is different, which often the case for most situations. Yeah, that's very true. Because a lot of people can sit on have to sit on. A lot of people, sorry, can sit on items, whereas like something could sell a year later and they're fine getting that money back. Or some people need the money now, where they have to take lower offers and stuff and get it gone and such. And it's everyone's different situation. Yeah, I do coupons as well. As I say, I got one running at the moment for board games, try and shift those. But I've got to do something drastically. I always find like there's always a few days to a week where it's not a lot happening on eBay. Few here, few there sales and just rubbish. And then all of a sudden, you don't do anything different. It switches back on. Don't ask. Phone up eBay and it gets switched back on. Moan at them. There you go. It does that. Anyway, hi Sharon, thanks for popping in. Sharon. Hi Limelight, thanks for popping in. Limelight Vinci. That's right, yeah, because when you've done 24-hour live, he's done a lot of listing. Yeah, I personally know, I might be wrong, Bowl Finds, and that. But if he's watching the background, watches later. I don't think personally he's done a lot of listing. He might have, because I know he's been sourcing a bit, getting bundles and stuff, and he's been moving to a unit, well, a garage in a estate, like an estate um area, some random garage. But so yeah. So Haggis, do you do your listings and just get them on now, or do you schedule the listings out for the next few days? Because I schedule, because I know that give me an opportunity to get some more listings up and throughout. But it's difficult to schedule as such, because you never know roughly when to schedule them, because you have a big lump of the day where there's no items going onto eBay or nothing's happening. Yeah, I did see Dave was live, but no worries, always happens the way it is. What, trying to flog off some scouts with Dave? All right. Oh. All I use is the Abcon scales. Works for me. Works for me. Don't worry, you can see that. And you can go grams, pounds and ounces, kilograms, pounds, and just ounces. Up to 40 kilograms, battery operated, and also you've got like the cable, which I've got, plug it into the wall. Works pretty well, and you go up there like that for varying. You put stuff there. Like if you're selling like posters and stuff, you can put it there, so that doesn't go whee, rolls off. Pretty lightweight. Pretty alright, isn't it? 6 1.5 volt AAs. Quite a lot of AAs. But I'll have to double check the AAs at some point. Because I very rarely do. And but no, it's worked for me, Dabcon post-ship scales. When I saw it on someone's video, and I got one off Amazon, I think. Something like that. Let's just sit down there. IT Cake, thanks for popping in. You put them on now, no messing around for your listings, right? Yeah. So do you see? Well, no, I don't think you would, because you don't think you don't do promote scheduled ones. Because I know like a lot of people do. For example, Sarah resells and that she schedules 3 weeks in advance, which you can do on eBay. I see hi to Tonks there. But yeah, it's Taggis, do you just whack them on now, like right now, or do you wait to like a particular time to just put them on, or just get them on straight? Yeah. But obviously, as we know, like sales will pick up at some point when it just clicks. It's weird how it just gets. You just get like a sale, and all of a sudden you get another sale, and then something else happens. Because when I went down to Hitchin, right, I'd had some items going on like for a couple of days throughout Hitchin, loads of items, right? And what happened is I had 7 sales throughout the weekend. It's like, what the hell? My source flicked it on, and then all of a sudden after that, I shipped all out, and then it's like nothing. Oh, I had sale here, there, and then it's like nothing for ages, and it's been roughly hit and miss ever since. It is that way, yes. I can't understand that, which Richard and Tonks is saying there. A lot of people as well, they schedule, as I say, Sarah, Rochelle, myself, and that because they know they're going to be busy. Because I know Sarah, she goes away a lot, like varying weekends around like Premier Inns and that, and places like that, and or she goes and meets people, and then obviously when she's got that March the 25th conference, and she'll be scheduling a load around there. Um, yeah. Well, it is what it is. List it as soon as my draft is done. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no, no, it's good to get a balance how it is. Hmm. How that sorted out. Too many things. Well, yeah, but a lot of people have to do it though. That's the only problem. If they know they can't list for quite a while and they got loads they photographed or whatever, because like I always tend to draft up a load of items anyway and then do the photos and stuff, but very rarely get time to list. So that's my own, not my fault. Varying other important things that come up in life, which has been this week. I'm in tomorrow. I've got 3 to ship, and then I've got to sort out listings tomorrow. I've got like a little video. I'm not sure to upload an ASMR type video, like as a short YouTube short. Basically, I was doing a day vlog yesterday, and I didn't get much recorded because I got so busy and had to go out and stuff and come back, and it was just manic. And then I carried it on today for a bit, so it's probably a shortish one. Um, one of the charity shops yesterday, oh my god, was closed off. It's like one that I go to, well, sometimes go to, and it's great. Every time I've been to it, I've got to pick up so much stuff. I thought, you beeping, da 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 da, you closed it. I'm thinking, hang a minute, because I won't say what charity shop it was, but there was a van just outside with a bloke in it with like, hang on a minute, they had the charity shop name on it. It was closed, and then I went in the other one. It was just horrible. But yeah, and I'll probably get that on Friday, and then obviously the weekend's couple of jumble sales. See how they go, and then also possibly local car boot. Ooh, don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's a very instantly listed schedule. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. How that goes about tea cakes is a lot of normal average people um have times where they don't sell a lot. um in a way, they may have 3, 4, 500 items listed on eBay, but it doesn't mean that if he doesn't list for a few days, that's not going to be a problem. A lot of people have to keep listing because they've got, for example, bills to pay, debts to pay off, or whatever. Like what Mandy said, she needs 15 items to sell a day. So that's just the way it goes. But you're lucky, like what Nick has and that and stuff like that, and to sell the stuff. Like when you're watching Zahir, for example, he was having a downer the other day because his sales on his website were very, very poor for the impressions, and the shops wasn't doing great and stuff. And that's another thing, when you got more avenues and they're not doing well, it can be a downer. I've never brought into that, Richard. I've never ever brought into the fact that you've got a list every day. No way. I will say that 1000%. No. Um, But everyone's a different situation where they need to list as much as they can to pay the bills. Like dear old Andrew, he's got a list to pay the bills. I know he works and all the rest of that, but that only covers other debts he's got. So he's got a list and that, which sometimes it happens. But we're all different, and we've all got a mindset where it's going through. If you watch Peter Sales the Unexpected's Monday Live, he's got a different theory to anyone on this planet, but it works for him. He's one of these things who people who overcomplicate things, and he always will, and that works for him. Perfectly works for him, and he gets some cracking sales throughout. He's a number cruncher, always has been, always will be, and also a legend. Do go and subscribe to Sales the Unexpected on YouTube. Well, nor do I, but I know that if I don't crack on the list, nothing's going to sell. Just the way how it is for people. As Richard said there, if you've got like in demand things, then it will sell. But it's just trying to get those in demand things. A lot of people struggle to find items until it's like what Damien has in the past, and other people struggle. I never struggle to find stuff to list. I just struggle to list. Well, nor do I. I can't stand any of that leather rubbish. Bills the moon. I'm not into that data refinement. All you got to do, 1 billion listings. You got to sit in your ass on your PC, or sit around number crunching, listing this, that, and the other. I do it as and when I can. If there's more important things to do, which 9 times out of 10 is, that happens. But when I get onto it and do it, it's fine. And I enjoy listing stuff. For example, like enjoy listing these, which are on eBay at the moment. Enjoy listing board games, enjoy listing toys, games, books. It's called learning why you earn. That's what it is. And you know, as well as I do, everyone, that learning about a variety of items, not just as usual similar board games, toys, books, etc., right? You know, you go around the jumble sale, car boot, even at the corner of your eye and go, oh, is that so? Yep, done. Bing, bang, bong. How much? £3? Yep, done. Straight away on eBay, on Vinted, online, or whatever page you are telling it. Like, oh, I've just sold this for £50. And I know where I got that. Under someone's nose. You know what I mean? It's always learning why you earn. Indeed, Sharon. Yep, life gets in the way. It does, and it literally time you sit down to list. It's like oh damn it, it's that time in the afternoon again. Yeah, indeed. Well, of course, there always is that, but as I'm not taking sides. I'm doing one for one and one for the other. Like, yes, list it now. Someone may buy it now, but then again, they may not. eBay is not a proper click and buy thing where you know Joe Blogs in 35A Sycamore Crescent, like in Norfolk, is going to buy, I don't know, this now or in an hour's time. Think, oh, I'm going to have to wait for an hour for the guy to buy it. No, it's just as and when randomly. That's what it is. But yeah, everyone does what everyone has to do to be able to gain those sales and schedule, because a lot of people don't just what's the word list don't just do eBay, they work and stuff, and then they come home, it's got kids and this and that. By the time I sat down and done it, it's like, you know what I mean? Then they got to go and source or do YouTube or whatever. So something has to sort of give. And they're doing um, don't do a lot, but let's go down the list. Well, that's fair enough. I'm always one to analyze. Not as much as what Pete does, but I'm always, that's as unexpected, but I'm always analyzing things. And it works for me. A daily list 10 an hour. Don't believe me? Check out my lives. Right. I believe you. Don't have time to check out lives and stuff and people's videos and all that. Not going into that either. Yeah, but what that means is though, Thrifty Jaw, is the fact is that you've probably got 30, 40, 50, 60 items photographed already, done a photographing session for 4, 5, 6 hours, right? I am the opposite way. If my mind's onto it, I can list a hell of a lot more than 10 an hour. I could probably list 15, 20 an hour at, but with my photographing, I'm the world's slowest photographer. I not a fan of photos. I'm not a fan of photographing. I'm so slow when it comes to photographing. And forget being distracted by whatever else and that. It's just doing it. It's like, oh, oh shit, I've only done this amount. I've got all these to do. It takes so long. That's why I don't tend to do as much as I should. In that respect. Ah, bollocks. Thanks, Skip Show. Thanks for popping in. I knew they would. Chelsea are absolute rubbish. Totally do that. Buying this stuff I like. Yeah, in that particular way, that's usually a good idea. And I say to people when they first start eBay and they're going to make it serious, and once they've gone and be a business and that, you go and buy stuff you like your board games, just your toys you know about, and your video games, and then learn other stuff. I'm in that respect, but I pick up stuff that I like. I know I can sell and like and stuff, like the board games, video games, football magazines, and that. But I'm always looking outside my comfort zone, my area of expertise, and learning. If I didn't learn, I wouldn't sell a lot of stuff. Right? I'm not going to say what they are, but some people may know that particular thing and that. And I'm like, right, okay. Because I know at the Carboots that I've been to, I know exactly who's who. Well, not by name, of course, but by, oh, he's here going to buy the video games. He's legging it for the board games. She's going to buy plush toys. He's going to buy the action figures. I'm thinking, right. If I see so whatever it is, I'm like, and it's price I can go up to, that's me. I'm in. Whether it means the items are not very exciting for people when I show them live, but I'm thinking I'm going to get a buzz right out of that particular. And recently I've been getting into picking up vinyls and stuff and just learning. That's what the key is, learning. There's a lot of people who just go around these places sourcing and just like I see a lot of people go around the car boots and just go, right, okay, and just walk past so much stuff. I do it, don't get me wrong. And then I see a lot of people on YouTube. I'm thinking, when I see them go around car boots and jumble sales and stuff, chat shops, I'm shouting at scream, literally going, oi, pick that up. And sometimes I can't be bothered to go message them. Sometimes go, being ignorant, going, oh, you don't realise that at 21.34 in this stall, you missed a so-and-so worth about £40. Not very often, but occasionally I just go, oh, sod it, I'll wind up. But in that way, it's like learning while you earn. That's all it is, pretty much. Oh, great. Dortmund just scored. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. Chelsea couldn't pull a rabbit out of a hat. Oh, all that money was spent for a load of rubbish. Well, manager's going to get sacked. What about Man U? Sorry, we're doing sec. Hmm. Oh, 3-1 to Man City. Alright, anyway. Let's go down. Hi, Yorkshire Mix. Time popping in. It's having a random, very discussion about poke listings, and it comes to everything else, as it does. Tonk says that analysing takes too long. I just put a price on it. I paid, and Jessica, you keep me right. Fair enough. If it works for you, that's good. We're all different. Raquel Welsh? Way. Oh, she died. Get your Raquel Welsh pictures on, or Raquel Welsh, whatever. She did a lot in her day. DOTHS. Oh, 82, Raquel Welsh. Yeah, there's a bit in Porridge, TV show Porridge, back in the 70s, where Fletcher, played by Ronnie Barker, says about Raquel Welsh loads of times. Why did she die? Ah, damn, she's got brief illness. Raquel Welsh. The items of that particular, because she was in. Have a look, Raquel Welsh. Three Musketeers, Naked Gun, Legally Blonde, Apollo Palace. Let's have a look down the list. More Mindy she did an episode in Legends, Trouble. Okay. Did she do? Yeah, Lewis and Clark, The New Adventures. Just reminded me I've got that to watch now. I brought a DVD box set of Lewis and Clark about 5 years ago. Still only watched one episode. But I've seen the whole anyway as a kid. Shame. Only 13 new listings up today. Bundles meant a super slow day. Well, more than I do a day. I would love to list 13 a day. Best I get is, got a like on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Anyone on Facebook? Hi, BCP. Yeah, if you get a big bundle in, you gotta check it out. And don't worry, it keeps doing that. It's turning off. Anyway, we're back. Yeah, it just means like takes forever to check it out, especially when I get stuff from when I source. It takes ages to sort it out, clean it, test it. Well, not so much test it, but sort it out, clean it, put it in my book, what I pay for it, and what I'm gonna get back, and that to remind me where I brought it as well. So I need to update, and then just it takes forever, and then 13. Yeah, you're probably full time though, Tonks. As but me personally, with a lot of stuff, I love. It'd be like if I list 8 a day, and that's only a few days, and then obviously loads of time I don't. But it is what it is. I just saw a Time magazine Raquel. Well, that's why then. Someone dies, it sells for about a week or two, and then that's it, done. Of course it flipping will. Easy. Hi Chris. I think you said hi Chris to earlier. Buyers lately have been annoying as hell. Read the description. Yes. But I've never read the description. 35-40% of people and never do. And then they wonder why they moan. You know what I mean? Richard says there. Hi Michelle, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Hope you're all well over there. Looking at I always look for new things. Look for stuff others ignore. Correct. Oh, that's gone cold. Correct. Yes. That's the same with me. I've been doing it for such a long time. Learning about stuff. Spending time out. Learning. Looking at people's videos. Going, if I saw that. Yes, I do pick up the usual stuff. but I always look at stuff people ignore. Yes, I know exactly what you mean by that. Yes, if I didn't, I wouldn't pick up probably about 30, 40, 50% of my items. I sell similar from previous sold listings. Oh, right, you do that way. Fair enough. Oh, can't stand rugby. Not a fan. But good. Scotland doing well. Hi. Oh no. Thanks for that. Yep. Got 31 watching. That's quite good. Love that. I don't look out for anything in particular. Tends to be blind you to other things. I just look for things that were expensive, new, whether it's saddle or vase. I always start the same way. Yeah, it's understandable. A lot of people can only look out for certain smaller items because of their storage situation, whether they can't pick up the big thing that people do pick up, but they're always learning. Um, yeah, but we all sell a lot of good stuff and make a lot of money on it. Besides BCP, hope all is well with you. Let's go down the list. Yeah, hopefully you've fully recovered now. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Since I've seen you in the chat. I look at everything. You can sometimes tell if it's worth just by looking at it. Correct. But things do surprise you, though. I'll say no more, but things do surprise you. Always do. Think it's a no sales day for me. First in a while, 1,300 items listed, trying to get to 4,000. How can I say? I don't believe in that. I very, very rarely, well, 100% I don't believe in that. I don't believe, like, trying to get to 4,000 listings. People do tremendously well with 400 listings because they don't just sell on one platform. I'm not saying you do. You probably sell on 5, 6 platforms, but they do other platforms. And people tremendously do well with low listings, but they've got a high average selling price, ASP. And they sell quite a lot. Not just George Ross, but other people that I know of and other resellers and such. But if it works for you, having 4,000 listings, fair enough. I personally wouldn't want that, but it's like Steve Green, he has over 1,000 listings. I'm thinking, wow, too much for my brain to contemplate. But if it's no sales day with 1,300 items listed, then a few things happening. eBay are mucking about with the aesthetics of their program of their site. So they're putting in new item specifics, or they're updating things when they go into the next newsletter or whatever they're doing on their site. Maintenance, of course. I always find maintenance on eBay when they're doing that, it mucks up my sales and everything for ages. But if you don't, if you're looking at, if you say, Tonks, you get sales every single day for 7 days a week, 365 days a year, or thereabouts, then one sales day is like, great. Most people think, whatever, I get sales tomorrow. But if you're thinking it that way, then with that amount of listings you've got on, then it's like quite a worry, though. Quite a worry, personally. But hopefully you get sales soon. Sales. Right, let's go down the list. No Rose BCP. Yeah. Today listed a load of vintage Disney stickers. Paid £1 for 30 sheets, split into 3 types of 10 listed at £1 a sheet. Okay, you're getting £1 a sheet. Yeah, should you still have some decent profit on it? Stickers don't sell very, very well. I've sold some in the past. I've got some like football ones and stuff to list. It's the same with like certain cards. You get like cigarette cards or tea ones you get in the old tea packets. Little cards. I've got loads to have a go through. It's what I find takes time is having to look through a board game, having to look through a bundle of items. You're thinking, oh, an hour on this, I could have listed 5, 6 items. Not a very fast list of myself because it takes ages to when they're mucking up the system on eBay. Hi, Nominal Data Point. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Any questions? Pop it in the side chat. Retail value of IKEA surprises me. What, IKEA bags or IKEA anything IKEA? Hi Daniel, thanks for popping in. I say hi to Daniel. All depends on what you sell, Peter. Stamps, postcards require a lot of listing. Correct. We all know a lot of things require a lot of listing. I sell most things, mate. Always sell what I can get hold of and what I know about, and always strive to learn about other items I wouldn't a few years ago I wouldn't even touch. And yes, I find that with a lot of items that I sell, takes time. Takes time to do A, the research, B, maybe the cleaning of a particular item, whether it be beer steins, cups, or other particular item that you've got that's so dirty as hell when you pick them up from a car boot and you do want to spend time. So especially like when you're scrubbing through football boots or dirty shoes and stuff like that, takes time. But the time required has always got to add up to how much you're gonna potentially get back after fees and promoted and the rest of that. Because the time you have around a car boot, a jumble sale, garage sale, that sort of thing, right, is very, 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 very low to think, is this item going to sell? Just for example, you pick up that, you're thinking, you've got about, what, I would say 7 seconds to make your, even less than that, to make your decision. Especially when it's early on in a garage sale, car boot, jumble sale. Because there's what I always call resellers, vultures. I always call them vultures. They're in there. They swarm straight down in the boots on that item particularly. You're thinking, hang a minute. I point to that. I'm not knocking it. The next point I'm going to make, right? I was watching Resale Pete, which is Reseller Kid. I think he's still called Reseller Kid from Newcastle. He had, it was looking rummaging like a little short video, rummaging through a load of games. He likes to pick up games and stuff, and I think they're like Mega Drive games and Master System and stuff like that. And he had a load of games on the floor next to it that he'd put another load on. Now I'm thinking, hang a minute, if that was my way, those games, even if like, because I reckon he hadn't paid for those games, they would be in someone's hand, money exchanged, and they'd be halfway around the car boot before you even realise they're gone. That's why I would tend to hold everything in my hand, because I'll have it right near me, literally right huddled up, because they'll be gone, literally. But that's what I said to him, not in a nasty way, just to say, oh, good to see the games that are out there, and just say that I'm not like, wow, just talk about car boots and stuff. But a lot of things do require listing. Yes, it's not always you can pick up a game and just go through. Oh, that's easy. Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. Or even Pokemon cards take a while to research, but everything does. It's difficult. Time ticks quite easy. Very true. Yep. They would indeed. It would be lovely. Yep. But I always know that there will be a point where I will get a load of sales. It just happens with eBay randomly, where stores sort of gone, where they've gone, oh, Peter Rain's are promoting you now. They don't do it, but it's basically like that. And then you think, nope, you're going to go down the bottom of the list. Right, let's go down the list. Fair enough. Most people don't get that. Don't get hardly any. They have to work a job or this, that, and the other, and do eBay, and even if for full timers don't get that. But it's good. You've built up such a business, and then good on you. I see the plush. Okay. I've only ever been to IKEA once, so I don't know much about. I know what it is and what it like. You know what I mean? But plush. I see IKEA. Okay, right. Yeah, there's a lot of plushes that I've learned recently about on people's live videos or videos as such. Um, yeah, I can only would pick up certain items anyway, particularly for the plushes, because a lot of them just sit around a lot. Hi, Richard. Thanks for popping in. Hope all is well with you, your reselling, your family, your job, all that. And if you're going up a mountain next week, let us know. Oh, excuse me. Don't know. That make me laugh. Sean A. Popping in. Is this the resellers therapy group? Am I too early for fun? Well, no. It's just a randomized chat where people can jump ideas in and just go boom, 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 boom. That's what it is. Down the list. Any questions? Put them in. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. Yep, happy Wednesday. Hi, Wash Speaker. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Okay, I've been down the bottom of the list. I'm okay. Right. Got any quick questions? Pop them in the side chat. That'll be cool. Right, what are you doing? Soon be another adventure. Wicked, wicked, wicked. So I'm assuming you're doing only part-time hours with your job anyway, Rich. Because I haven't managed to catch your live for a while, but I will try on Saturday night, just Saturday night live. So for me personally on YouTube this week, I'm got a video for Friday, which I've been recording like a little vloggy type. It was going to be one day vlog, but I particularly didn't get much recorded yesterday, so I've recorded a little bit today. So I put it out on Friday. I'll try and edit it in a way it's more interesting for you folks. And also, I may put out a little short video tomorrow, maybe if I get a chance, like an ASMR short video. I don't know if I will though. It depends. But I'm back onto it, sourcing on the weekend, and such. Just got to work out funds and it should be okay. A couple of jumble sales, and then possibly a Carboot. That depends what I get on the Saturday. If I get loads, because there's a couple. I know one of them because one's a new one for me. Not too far away actually, and then obviously both of them are together because one's at 10:30. Let's have a look. One is at 10:30. So you got to get to his jumble sale over an hour early. So I have to leave at 8:30. None thereabouts. And then another one's at 2:00, which means there's a nice little cafe. What's called a Greasy Spoon Cafe. Oh, Tucker Cafe. I've been to it before, and I can go in there and have a bite of the week quickly for half hour or so, and then I can jump to the jumble sale nearby. It's a small one, in a scout hut. So that's cool. At 2:00 at the weekend, Saturday. I think it's supposed to rain on Saturday, if I remember rightly, which is a sod, but oh well, it is what it is. Standing in a jumble sale or in a queue for a car boot and it chucks it down with rain ain't the best, to be honest. No, it ain't. Because I remember last February, about no, last January, was it January? That's where I saw another reseller for the first time. I went down or went up to a jumble sale, and I shouldn't have gone. And it was up Wimbledon way. Yeah, yeah, near Wimbledon in a church. It was crap. It rained. It rained. I got absolutely soaked. Literally, oh, it was just disgusting weather, and I shouldn't have done it. Worst weather we had for 50 years, literally. And just the way it goes. Best buy I've made in the last 2 years a is granny trolley. Wheel that bad boy around the boot, saves space. You don't have to carry goods like you're holding a baby while escaping a volcano. That's a very good saying though. Holding a baby, meaning holding your items, while escaping a volcano, meaning escaping other resellers that are swarming round like vultures. However, I did it before like that. Before, you know, swarming around like vultures. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, I've got a trolley like that, and it saves some. I cannot be bothered, right, to have one of those ones. If you got them, fair enough. I seem to get run over by them once a car boot. The trolley ones, I think the flat are they called trolley ones? The flat ones. I cannot be asked. You know what I mean? But I've got like a granny one that I brought. I brought it like, did I get it some point last season? Because the other one decided to pack up and was crap in the end. But I had that for a while, and much easier, to be honest, much easier because you can buy more and just wheel it. I still bring bags with me and wheel it back to the car. Normally, most car bits I go to, the car parking facilities are dead close. But the problem with trolleys though is that granny trolleys is that even with the trolleys like down here, right? Fact is, if your car boot, which most of mine have, holes in the like the concrete or massive, like if it's been raining and holes in it wet, like that, makes the wheels make so much noise, and you got to be careful though, but your wheels don't fall off. Because I remember Pete, going round local car boot, and he had a trolley, proper granny one with the not four, 8 wheels. He had 2 each, and so two, 8, like, and then he got back to the car, and it was like, hang a minute, I'm missing a wheel here. So he had to go around the car boot, find this wheel. He found it in the end. It was a laugh, like scraping his like wheel. It came off, and he had that happen a few times. He's changed one since. He doesn't really use one very often, but they are great to have. The trolleys, they can be a pain to push when they're heavy, and everything goes clink clonk clonk clink clonk 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 clonk. Because ones that I use, you go behind at an angle. There is some that you can push straight up, but I see a lot. But mine's at an angle. Everything goes clonk clink clonk clonk. That's why I've got to be careful how I put stuff in. If it's too heavy, I'll go back to the car and just dump it. And then that's another aesthetic thing. Whereas the fact is that you're going round back to the car, it's good to go back to the car and you think you've got a lot of good stuff. But then again, you might miss out on more bits. But that's for another 4-hour video. Oh, bloody yeah, I know what you mean. Especially when like they run over them or get out of the way. Or what you got to think about, Sean, is when you park your trolley on a muddy field at silly o'clock in the morning, right? And you've got like another reseller rummaging round in your trolley, thinking it's for that store. You're thinking, oh, can you get on my trolley, mate? I've seen that where the punch up round car boots because someone's gone in the trolley or try and look at stuff, thinking, I'm going to pay that. I'll pay for that. But that's why I try and keep my trolley right near me, or have a hand on my trolley, because my trolley's got like a clip where you can like tighten it and stuff. It's got pockets on and whatever. It's very good frame. I will need very, very soon, because my local and the other Carboots I go to, and will be going to, so hopefully get some new ones in this year. They will be like, what's the word? Opening very, very soon, in the next about 3-4 weeks. So I've got to go and spend half an hour, probably at one weekend before, making sure my trolley's okay, tightening the nuts on and that screws and that, and then making sure my bags are okay, no holes in them, and the trolley bag as well, and see if it needs any oil on it. 'Cause sometimes when my one's folded, because I need one that folds. I got one off Amazon, and the wheels are okay. If they've got like, some of the wheels get like nails in or thumbtacks and punches and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, they seem all right, because what wheels that I've got are like what I say 4 before wheels, proper stuff, not like the crappy ones that I see people paying £3 for a trolley. You wonder why it's broken when you come home. But yeah, it's good. And trolleys are good. Always love a trolley. I'm not so keen on the trolleys, but I can understand how they work, and that, and how good they are, because you can get the covers to go over them when it rains. Have you been on a new map yet? For what? Dug out my old vinyl records, came across 7-inch by Sugg, selling for about 25. It still has HMV sticker of 99. Wow. Oh, Suggs, that's right, yeah. Welcome to the House of Fun. Yeah, madness. And one of their best songs was when they did the Chelsea song back in '98. Chelsea. Have a blue day. Suggs did. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, one out today, Friday, next week too. Bloody hell! Wow, that's a miracle. You got one out today, one out Friday, one next week done too. Monday one. Jeez. Wow. You have so much content, Tonks. So much content. Oh, mate, that is like the best ever. Do go sub to Tonks Boutique. 318 subscribers, doing some good content. What you got on there? You've got trying out new clothing wholesaler, clothing returns, YouTube stars, shorts on there. How do you have time to edit these videos? Like, for me at the moment, like, I haven't got the time to go out and keep creating content, but it's coming up to the point where usually starts about March, where I find that there's more content I can create when the weather's better, whether it be reselling content as I do day vlogs, or go out sourcing, charity shops, car boots, jumble sales, all that, or where I go out to do like see varying places where it's what I call non-reselling. Got a lot of ideas for that this year, and I've got one idea. I've got one thing that's going to happen. Very well in what's time? In about 3 months' time, with a couple of other legendary resellers, but that's something that's going to happen then. But it's always thinking new content, and I would love to because I used to edit 3 days a week and do a live back in the good old days. But these days I try and do one a week or so, and as much I can. And because the next one for me would be Friday, as I say, for the vlog that I have recorded. But it's just trying to do it as and when. It's hard to be able to do that, and then do short videos occasionally, lives, and whatever else, and the gaming here and there. Uh, who's that touring? Madness are they? Oh, Madness. Oh, right. Oh, for Pete Mir. Ah, cool. That's all right. Yeah, I've do carry bags occasionally because I've carried bowls before, indoor and outdoor bowls. I've carried 2 sets in a bag, half around a car boot to get to the car. But yeah. Anyway, let's get down to the end. People get annoyed with my scooter. It's amazing how many people blame me when they walk into me. Oh, is that just like when you're round the roundabout, or is that car boots? Because I see people around the car boots who need the trolleys, uh, trolleys, Archimedes, sorry, scooters, and they stop. People are looking and they go poof like that. I'm one to sort of notice these things and go round. Um, uh, Mine's basically a 2-wheeled stand granny trolley. I graded to a 6.4 litre at Christmas, so it's great as a stall blocker. Park right next to your other good. Oh, see, you got the yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, um, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, 64L. So I'm trying to look. I know exactly. Yeah. Ah, yep. I see exactly what you mean. Yeah. 664. Yeah, mine's just an ordinary. Well, it's not ordinary. It's one of those ones you sort of. I can't remember basically what it's called, but you've seen it on the videos, and it'll be featured more. Ah, I see. Yeah, the you say basic 2-wheel and stand. Oh, you got this. Yeah. We got 2-wheel. Oh, I see. All right, because you can get the ones that go down, like the 3-wheel ones that go round on the stairs. But they're crap. They break. Yeah, because there's here a hopper. Yeah, because you can get the hopper ones, the massive 4 wheels. But I always find the bigger the wheel, and with like whether fancy things sides inside the wheels, they always get clogged up. My old one used to always get clogged up, always. Let me have a look. Signing quickly. See if I can remember what mine was when I brought it. 3 months, no, 2022. Let's have a look. Um, yeah, let's have a look down the list. Got any questions? Put them in the side chat. Won't be going on too. There we go. I got an eagle. This one here. Doesn't show any information. This one here. Present. Share screen. Video file. This one I got here. Pretty decent. It's easy. When you take the bag off, you can just like with the hose quickly give the wheels a wash over, because the wheels they can get clogged. Better than the last one I had, but it's an eagle. 51 litre eagle. Shopping bag, navy for wallets. Polyester clothes bag. Durable for wheels. I basically want one that's durable for like splashes from mud and for people rubbing against it and kicking and whatever else. And with pockets, good pockets though at the back as well for varying things. So you don't just have the first one. You got like a clip on there. You can tighten it. You got one for your water bottle at the bottom if you need it for summer. All sorts. It was just shop sharing that 39.99. It's gone down a bit since I ordered that in. Let's have a look on the 3rd of April 2022. because I got it at the basically start of last season, because I kind of needed that, because the last one was disgusting. I ordered in 2021. Uh, it was all right, I suppose. The other one I had, the trolley, because I was handling it. So I got myself a nice little laptop bag back in 5th of June 2021. That's really good and saved me a hell of a lot of issue. Oh, it might be less than 2021 actually. Yeah, might be 2020 actually, where I got the first trolley. It's lasted for a number of years, a couple of years. Let's have a look down the list of my Amazon. Or did I get it elsewhere? I might got it elsewhere, you know. And anyway, I'd got one and it worked really well. But I found the wheels were getting too clogged up with mud and couldn't spray them properly. But this one I've got, you can spray them properly when they're good. I got a 4-wheel rectangle. Yeah, I know what you got. Handle of my trolley. Always invest in a trolley for a car boot or for sourcing. Like, if you saw Shell Staruni, Shell, who lives near Reading, right? She went with a proper trolley on Instagram. She had that. Oh, you useless gits. I'm sorry, mate. Football team lost again for about the billionth time. All that money spent for nothing. Great. Let's have a look. Oh dear me. Shell. I saw it the other day. Hopefully it's on a thing, not a reel. Yeah, there. And she's got one 64L, and she put it on her Instagram. Can see it right there. Proper, like, she was in the Oak Tap. I think that's the Nope of the Oracle. One of the pubs down near Reading, or in Reading. She went swapping her IKEA bag, basically like a Rolls Royce, proper stuff. But those, I find that type of trolley, like when you push vertical, when you're standing up, you're pushing vertical, like here, are quite hard to push on solid sort of grass, and you can't run. Literally, with the trolley that Shell's got on some others, proper granny trolley, you can't run with those. You got to pick it up and run. With mine, you can go literally leg it at 6:30, whatever it is, pitch dark at a car boot. You know what I mean? Oh, definitely not. Definitely, you gotta get it done. Oh, you heard people called by trolley about the cut. True. Yeah, people at my car boots, if they get run over, literally they have a fight. Barn Blogate, I'm still clearing stuff on my. Is it about clearing more stuff, or you put a tile on the roof yet? No, I like the vlogs. Don't get me wrong; they're good vlogs. See how you're working through your barn. Yeah, you're getting more vlogs than I am. Videos than I am. I'm lacking in videos. Videos, ideas. But I don't have a barn to renovate. Yeah. No, anyway, there will be videos soon. My George trolley. Yeah. Trying to do videos only editing, like unboxing, speaking. Yeah. If you can get the unboxings, because I've seen your channel anyway, Tonks, for that particular thing. But with the rate of my internet speed upstairs is like crap when it uploads and saves to the PC and all the rest of that sort of stuff, then it's so long. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, will you do? Yeah, short ones, long temp. Okay, so to find today. Yeah, I'd say some of it don't take long, but some take forever. Like when I went up to Kingston upon Thames for Christmas, that took so long. And then when I went up to quite a while ago to Hampton Court Palace, even the car boot ones, they do take ages because I've got to edit a lot of footage out and look at that footage and make sure the sound's okay. Because when you got a GoPro strapped and you're having a converse with another seller or a buyer and chat to them about a price and that, you don't want it to be that high level. You want it to be quite a medium-ish, lowy level where you can understand people. Talk about if you with your headphones in, but you know what I mean. But I've turned to turn that slightly down a bit. I've found like over the couple of years of me doing those, but even when I went to do itching, took a while, but most of don't take too long. Right, let's go down the list and end the video. It's been going a hell of a while. Um, uh, oh, you got concrete added. Nice. It's 800 was sectioned off for, and oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I do like that particular content. Like finding stuff where you like, oh, didn't know this and the other, and you undercovering wherever. There's a channel. If you ever seen a guy called Andy on Coaster Crazy, he goes around like Carboot, Carboot. Talking about Carboots now. He goes round fun fairs, museums, and he goes round like theme parks and that. Coaster Crazy, and Andy and his friends and that do that. He's got another channel, Crane Crazy. He's basically a crane driver. Oh, it shipped me up today. He literally put a video up 10 hours ago. He earned his life and that. He's climbing up a crane. Oh, I couldn't do that. Crane Crazy Andy. Other channel was Coaster Crazy, but he's putting crane vlogs from where it was where Ricky resells Ricky Lee's from. But now he's in London because he gets contracted out to do the crane work. He was near where. Yeah, where he is. Basically near where Ricky Lee's from. Yeah, yeah. You're trying to figure where. Yeah, because now then I'll put his link in a sec. I don't. Yeah, yeah, then anyway, he's got a couple of videos up and a few short videos, and very interesting if you're into your cranes and building sites and wherever else. Really interested to see that particular crane crazy. That's how you spell it. Yeah, crane crazy. Anyway, yeah, I've just said that for randomly. I can't remember why I said that now. Yeah, yeah, Derek's video. That's right. Yeah, because I always like to watch different types of content, wherever it may be, and that just piqued my interest, and it still has. Lovely guy, Andy. He's from up north, but living south, not too south, but south enough to be a southerner. And oh, it's great. Anyhow, so that's the point. Starting to get lighter now in the mornings. Indeed, indeed. Oh, you got the Alana. No, Alana. Ariana. That's right. Yeah, a lightweight shopping trolley. Ariana. I think I know which one you mean. Amazon Ariana. Ariana. Uh, yeah, I got yeah. You got one of those two-wheel variations. Yeah, I see them all the time. That's the bog standard 61 litre 2.1. For me personally, I think that's not strong enough. But f- for someone who's used it like yourself, um, I'll get back to it. Sean, then it's great. Fair enough. Yeah, I did look at that before, the Ariana one. Um, right. Right. And yeah, they do. The more you go to car boots, the more bouncing about you doing on the potholes and stuff and the grass and whatever. Yeah, it does. Well, better no sale. Yep. Better than me. I have a shoulder bag for stuff like a phone charge spare bag, etc. And a trolley. I buy lots of chromatics I need to bring pack. Yeah, that's what I do as well. I've got a bag that I've got with my GoPro, and I've got batteries, and I've got like sometimes I bring tissues, um, like a glasses case, and my mask in case I need it, and other stuff that I need. And then bags. I still bring bags and stuff and all that. Yeah, and always packaging for my breakables, because when you put it in the car, I always tend to try and take stuff out if they're breakables and stuff, and put them usually in a bag wrapped up, in at the either behind the driver's or the passenger seat, like little it kind of like in the wells as such. But it's very hard when you're going like that down the car. My local car boot's crap. It's basically like just asphalt stuff like that. And then right at the end's got a little dip. Doof, doof. It's like, for fuck's sake. And then you've got potholes around where I live. It's like it's not far. But when you go further to a car boot, you really got to be careful with breakables. Because I've done it before and I'm going, oh shit, I broke it. That's why. So sometimes I tend not to buy breakables, but I do. Hi Chris, thanks for hopping in. Bit far behind down the chat. Don't worry, I've done that many times, and then I've left my keys in my car and that car boot and all that. All done that. Choo choo, choo choo, Thomas. What do you mean? Peter, I would advise not going to Kingston. That's within a couple of miles of me in Richmond, and too much of a good thing may freak out the locals. What do you mean by that? Kingston upon Thames for sourcing is shit. Richmond upon Thames for sourcing is shit. Because Richmond, that's where eBay headquarters is, mate. eBay headquarters in Richmond. I've been there before on a vlog. Mandy knows too well about that. Say no more. I've knocked on their door and going, "Oh, give me sales," and Mandy had a sale. Yeah, I don't go to Kingston for like the charity shops. I just did it like when I was there. But Kingston's okay when you go shopping and that, and it's a very good place to do other vlogs, walking down by the river. And there's one vlog that I really want to do this summer, a massive walk, from like Surbiton past Kingston all the way to Teddington Lock, and then go over the path. What was I talking about? Sorry, my Surbiton to Kingston to Teddington Lock, then go over the bridge. There's like a cafe and a pub there, couple of pubs, and then what you do is you walk. You can't walk along the river back, going back towards Hampton Court Palace, but you can go down and cut through. It's quite a good walk. I've never done it, but I've seen people do it when I've been on like the boats to go up to Richmond that way, and some of the way when you go to Bushy Park, where you drop off by Hampton Court Palace on the boat. I've been to Richmond plenty of times over the years. How many hours is Chris behind in the chat on Mondays and Nick on Sundays? It happened. That's life. That's life. No worries, Antoinette. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Sounds like the new Fred Dibner. He's an absolute legend. Fred was. Yeah, he's an absolute legend. Andy from Coast to Crazy. Yeah, he's great. It's good to see where he actually, because he's got permission to do that. What basically he does, he's a contracted crane driver, so he goes all over. So at the moment he's in Brentford. I'm not sure if he's got an Instagram for that Crane Crazy. I'll have to have a look. Yeah, lovely guy, Crane Crazy. Fred Dibner, he was a legend, mate. Cannot knock Fred Dibner. Like Tony Robinson, you can't knock him. You can't knock like loads of people. Lovely historians on my like all-time favorite thing I would love to be if it ever was. Like if I ever had degrees and stuff and all to do with that, historian would be my one ultimate dream. Hi Sophie, thanks for popping in. Right, so we're at the end of the chat. So, legend. Thanks for popping in. I'll say I will get a video out on Friday. Try and make it interesting for what I've been up to the last couple of days, and share with you that it's basically as it is. You know me by now. And the next week, hopefully, it gets the jumble sale first because I've got the 2 to go to on Saturday. So what I'll probably do is I'll add both together. I don't get any footage in the jumble sales because A, it's too busy, and B, don't want to like be moaned at by it. But you'll get the before and after and the haul from both in the one video. And then obviously, hopefully, touch wood, I'll get to go down the boot sale on Sunday, and then obviously work out when the next ones are as such in March. So thanks for popping in. Much appreciated on this hot topic for promotions and all the bits and pieces I've talked about. And I'll probably see you in some other chat anyway at some point throughout. And then obviously go through and like, share, and subscribe as well. And then obviously keep subscribed for more content on this channel. Thanks all. We had over 32 or 33 people watching at one point, I saw. And thanks everyone for watching. Appreciated. Do leave me a comment down below in the comment section when the video is finished rendering. You've got any comments about the live or anything you want to see on my channel, and I'll try and incorporate that as much as I can. And take care. See you later. See ya.